Good morning, everybody. Well, I thought it was once again time for another room tour. I haven't had a lot of things change, but there are a few items. First and foremost, you can see my computer is gone from this drawer. A little tongue-tied today. My dresser drawer. That was my DOS system. Don't worry, everybody. I still have it. I just wasn't using it at the moment, so I decided to switch it around. What I have here now is my Retro Duo Nintendo system. Now, for you guys that don't know about this actually is a Nintendo and a Super Nintendo all in one. I got this about maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I've been using it off and on. Sometimes I'll have it stored in the closet. That's where it was for the last room tour. But I decided to take it out again. I just found out they actually have something now called the Retro Trio, which not only does NES, Super NES, but there's a place in front for a Sega Genesis. Thought about picking one of those up, but I found out they're about $100, and I don't have the cash right now, so for the time being, this one works just fine. And right next to it is my trusty old Sony Trinitron, model KV1325R television set from 1987. And the reason I love this is this TV in the rear actually has modern composite in. Most TVs of this era only had coaxial. This thing still works to this day. I've had this, not since new, but for about 10 years now. This button is a little tricky sometimes. It doesn't always come on the first time you push it. But, you know, it's an old TV. But the picture on this is fantastic. And I'm sorry for the bars, guys. You know they have refresh rate problems with CRT screens. But as you can see, the colors are pretty brilliant on here. And the sound's good too. Turn that up. The speaker is actually on top, so the stereo is covering it at the moment. But there you go. I'll actually do a separate video on this. I want to keep this mainly for the room tour. Next we have my trusty Gateway computer system. If you want to know more about this particular computer, it is in my February room tour video, so I'm not going to go into great detail. But it is a Core 2 Duo, and this is kind of my backup system. The couple changes I made to this are, one, you can see right here, this is a 500 gigabyte Western Digital MyBook hard drive. I actually picked this up during the summer at a garage sale. I don't think I ever made a video on it. And primarily I use this to store music, and I'm going to put all my backlog YouTube videos on this. I do have quite a few videos I haven't put up yet, but my uploaded connector, the connection for the uploads has not been very good. Been not even getting 1 megabit, so it takes forever to upload anything. So look for a lot of new videos coming very shortly. The other change I made is, in my other video I had a 19-inch IBM LCD monitor. Well, I actually picked this up at a garage sale during the summer, so I decided to switch out with this. This is an HP model W1907 LCD screen, and even though it's the same size, it's the widescreen. It's widescreen versus the other one was 4:3. So most of the stuff today uses that widescreen format, so it plays movies better, and even with web pages now, because it's like everybody's going to the widescreen format. It's not that I prefer it. It just tends to work better on the internet. Coming over here, still have my Alvin and the Chipmunks collection. Nothing there has changed. Coming down over here, this is pretty much the same, the Blu-ray player and my subwoofer. Okay, the one different thing is you can see right here I have a 8-port Linksys wireless switch. My poor old SMC, while we were on vacation a couple months ago, the fan went out on it, and when I got back it was totally fried. There was no power, and my room stunk. I mean, you could smell the burning electronics from across the house. So until I can find another one like that, this one does just fine. It's a 10100 Ethernet switch, just very similar to the other one, just not a professional unit. Still got my TV here, my good old Insignia. Works as good as ever. Still have my same amp and my Motorola box for FiOS. One thing I did change here is I used to have my quad-core HP desktop. I actually wound up selling that. A couple months ago I needed the money, and I really wasn't using it that much. So I wound up selling that. And about a month ago I was at the thrift store, and I picked up this computer. This is, if I could turn it, yeah, I can see it that well. It's a Dell. And it does run Windows 7. I will do another separate video on this computer specifically, but picked this up at the thrift store for literally $10 because it wasn't powering up, and I figured, okay, when I get home, it was probably just a bad power supply. Well, it wasn't. Unfortunately, it wound up being a bad motherboard, so I ordered a replacement one on eBay. What's in here now is an Intel board, very similar to what was in it originally. Came with a Pentium dual core, and I actually ordered a replacement. What's in there now is a Core 2 Duo E8200, which is a 2.6 gigahertz dual core processor. Much faster than what originally came in it with that Pentium dual core. Over here, everything's the same. My good old 32-inch Westinghouse TV. And I have my setup here, my FiOS box for this one, my Laserdisc player, my DVD player / recorder, my VCR, and my Betamax. Nothing here has changed at all. Coming over here, still have my Alvin and the Chipmunks collection. I know a lot of you Alvin and the Chipmunks enthusiasts want to see some more videos. As soon as I get some more stuff, I will. Nothing has changed for about a year with my collection, so I didn't see a reason to do any other videos. I did try to upload, at some of your guys' requests, upload some of these tapes, but as soon as I did, they marked me for copyright infringement, so I'm sorry guys, until YouTube changes that policy, I cannot upload these old movies, even the ones they haven't released yet, unfortunately. Pretty much everything over here is the same. It's my air conditioner, you're hearing in the background, because this is the summer in Virginia and it is still hot. My HP printer. Got my work desk. And there's my HP LaserJet 2300. Really like the way this desk works for me because I have the KVM switch hooked up. I have the two slots, one on the right, one on the left, and it's all hooked into this monitor, keyboard, and mouse. And just to show you guys, I don't know if I've showed this before, my KVM switch is a Cybex switch view, and it is a 4-port KVM switch, though I'm only using 2. Still have my Commodore disk drives out here. Haven't gotten the power supply yet to hook up the Commodore, but as soon as I do, I'll be doing some game reviews because I have tons of software for this system. Everything's the same on my stereo setup. My Pioneer 8-track player, my Sony mini disc, my Sony dual cassette, my Pioneer amplifier / receiver, and my RCA 5-disc changer with MP3 capabilities. And over here is my Audio-Technica turntable. Again, like I've said before, not the highest end turntable, but it does have a diamond needle, a diamond stylus on it, and it really sounds good. I did have a problem the other day with the speed because this is unfortunately a belt drive turntable, but all it was, the belt had slipped off a little bit, so I had to reset it on its little pulley, and everything was fine. My CDs and my tapes. My little nightstand, which is made out of two really cheap end tables that came from a store called Jamesway back in the early 90s. Tell me if any of you guys remember that name. My double bed with the headboard that I trash picked about 3 years ago from my neighborhood. Still does okay. Some of the paint's starting to come off on the bottom, but good enough for me. I'm not too picky. And last but not least, we have my main computer set up. Oh, before that, I'll show you guys the rest of my Alvin collection. Again, pretty much nothing has changed there. And this is my main rig. It's still the Dell Vostro 200. I have made some improvements on it. I did add a second DVD burner down here. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can open that. We'll do it like this. It's one I got at Best Buy for $20 on sale with a Reward Zone certificate. It's a HP DVD burner, non-LightScribe. It's funny, I for years I've seen HP only make LightScribe drives, but no, this one doesn't have that capability. And one other thing I did that you can see externally on this is I did put in a 12-in-1 memory card reader. And it was hard to find, but this one does do SDHC or SD high capacity cards. This was really important to me because I have my tablet and I have a lot of MP3 players now that use these high capacity cards. And my other system, the Gateway over here, has a proprietary memory card reader. You can see it right there. And that only does up to 2 gigabytes, just the standard SD cards. So it's important for me to get this one to at least do the high capacity cards. And this system, because the business system never came with a memory card reader. So I was very blessed to be able to find that. Installation was very easy. It was 2 screws. I removed the plate and it had the USB header, the extra 1 header on the motherboard. And the one other change that I've done to this setup is this monitor right here. This is an LG, yeah, this you can see a little better, LG Flattron model W1942T. So it's a 19-inch one. Yes, that's a picture of my cat Simon. We all know he's cute. I picked this up at the thrift store about 3 months ago for $14.98, and this was literally, it was still in the box when they got it. I talked to my friend in the back, and as I was leaving, she said, "You know, that's brand new." It actually was in the original box, but the box had gotten so damaged from, I guess, being on the shelf for her for a long time that it was she just took it out of the box and put it right on the floor. So this was literally a brand new monitor I got for $15. And this replaced the 18-inch eMachine monitor that I had here before. And I also like the fact that it is also an LG, like my 22-inch LED monitor. So it works pretty well for a dual setup. Well, I guess that's about it, everybody. Like I said, only a few changes right now. And I will get those videos out soon that I promised. So stay tuned. Have a good day. Please like and subscribe.